Hi, Fenton. So just a quick video there on Whiskey in the Jar. So we're talking about the Thin Lizzy version. So there's a bit of as you know, there's kind of a bit of faffing about at the start there. So we'll just for now we'll ignore that stuff and get to the meat of the song. So we'll start off with the riff section. You know, the bit. Now we'll just worry about the chords for now, right? So you have the quick little, and again, this we'll ignore for now. It's bar chords, so we're not there yet. So you know the bit where they go. So we'll just take it from the E minor. Okay, so with that riff section, you've got the E minor, G, E minor, G again, right? So you've got G, right? So all of these chords, right? Every chord in this song lasts 8 beats. Now you do have 2 C's in a row in the chorus, but sure, we'll get to that. Okay, so I'll just go through the 3 main sections of the song. So you have the riff section, the verse, and the chorus. Okay, so the riff section starts off with the E minor. That's first finger, second fret, 5th string. So remember that this is the 1st string, this is the 6th, so 5th string. So we'll just pull it. So I'm always saying get right up to the fret, but we'll pull this back a bit just to make room for the middle finger going in here, 2nd fret on the D string. So make sure there's a nice bit of space in there. Make sure you're not kind of crowding the string like that. Kind of bring it all out, have everything standing up straight. Okay, and now there's not really any particular strumming pattern in this song. Phil Lynott is actually the one playing the acoustic guitar in this, and he literally just goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The main thing, as always with any strumming pattern, is to keep it all steady. Okay, so here's the riff section. So this only ever happens once at a time. E minor, G, well, I suppose E minor, G twice, right? So E minor, G, and then for the verse, you just stay on the G. So the riff, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and G. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. As I. So that's where he starts singing. So that's where the verse kicks in. Okay, so the verse then is G, E minor, C, G. So it's that block of 4 chords played twice, right? So in other words, you have G, E minor, C, G, G again, right? So it ends with G, and then the next one starts with G again. G, E minor, C, G. Okay, so here we go. There's G. So you got your 3rd finger, 3rd fret on the 1st string, middle finger, 3rd fret on the 6th string, and then first finger, 2nd fret on the A string, the 5th string. Okay, so we have, so again, 8 beats on each one. So eight downstrokes, basically. We'll talk about what a beat really means in a little while, but it's not something you do as much as how long you spend on each one, right? So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or I could go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's really how long it takes. It's more like a unit of time rather than something that you actually do. Okay, so G. As I was going over, E minor is next. The car can carry mountains, C. So for the E minor, going to E minor from G, you just slide back that 1st finger a little bit just to make room. There's the E minor. E minor to C, middle finger stays, and you pivot around on it like that. So you see there's E minor, middle finger stays put, 1st finger comes back here, 1st fret on the 2nd string, 3rd finger, 3rd fret on the 5th string. Saw Captain Farrell, and then back to the G. It kind of rotates around back to the G like that. Try if you can to get it all happening at once. Easier said than done at first, but that's what we're going for. Got his money he was counting. So you do that. So then you just play that block of 4 chords again. First produce my pistol, 3, 4, E minor. Produce my rapier, C. Said stand and deliver, G, or the devil he may take you. Okay, so that's the verse, and then the chorus is D, C, C again. So C for 8 beats, then C for another 8 beats. and then G, and that only gets played once at a time. Okay, so we're getting in D here, and try to, if you can, get your thumb up and just touch. You don't need to wrap it around like this, just touch the 6th string just to take it out of there. So reason being, if you leave, we don't want to have to avoid it with the right hand. You'd have to be awfully careful. You know, we just want to swing away with the right hand, right? So if you leave it in though, you can hear that kind of the way it clutters up the whole chord. So just get the thumb and only just touch it. So that's what we're after. Musha-ring, dama-doo-dama-da. C. Whack for my daddy-o. C again. Whack for my daddy-o. G. There's whiskey in the jarro. Okay, and that's pretty much the whole song. The whole song is just one of those 3 sections. Now, obviously, you need to keep the rhythm going while you're changing the chord, okay? So that takes a while, okay? So what you can do as a kind of a warm-up, just to kind of get those movement patterns going, right? G, let's say we're doing the verse, right? So that's G, E minor, C, G. Again, G, E minor, C, G. So, in other words, what we're doing is we're taking the strumming out of the equation. Do strum them just once, just to make sure they sound okay. But just hit it once, next chord, next chord, next chord, right? And no matter how good you get with the chords, remember that you'll never change them in no time at all. So you need to change the chords early, right? So if it takes you, let's say, 2 beats to change the chord, then change it 2 beats early. So you'd be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, change, 1, 2. The main thing is to keep the right hand going while you're doing that. Again, easier said than done, but you practice those chords enough. The more you practice the chords, the less thinking it takes for that. So you have more headspace up here to focus on the right hand, keep that driving the song forward. Okay, so keep working away on that anyway, and hopefully I'll see you next Monday. All right, talk to you then.